Thankfully, George Clooney's wearing bat nipples in this movie. Tomorrowland, one of the most anticipated movies of 2015. Despite being very secretive in its trailers, there was nothing really that told anyone that what was going on in the plot or how the characters were related to each other or what their names were even. But this movie also did feature an extended scene of the sort of house infiltration scene on Frank Walker, who's played by George Clooney, by Casey Newton, who's played by Britt Robertson. But the cast is very, very good, I have to say. In addition to George Clooney and Britt Robertson, there's also Hugh Laurie, who's either the guy from House or Bones, I forgot one of those, and Raffi Cassidy, who I haven't really heard of ever, but she's actually pretty good. Her character isn't most detailed on stuff, but of course it's not terrible at all. Everyone does a pretty good job in this movie. It's not really, just sort of a wishy-washy movie. It's actually, a well-done movie, and that's also in thanks to Brad Bird. He's a fantastic director. He's directed Incredibles, Iron Giant, Ratatouille, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol. So he sort of has this blend between doing animation movies that are really centered towards kids and doing movies that, take CGI spectacle and all that thing to the next level. So basically, he's fantastic for the role. There's a lot of good scenes that are shot. There are a lot of good cinema angles and, all that stuff that directors have to do. So I'm guessing the trailers didn't want to spoil much. I'm really happy they do that because honestly, for a long time now, it feels like trailers are just there to make ad money. And before they'd be like, they'd hype you up. Yes, they're always been for advertisement stuff, but they also had this idea of suspense. You didn't really know what was going on. You didn't really know, some of the new characters and stuff like that was going to be in the movie. And I like that a lot. Some of the recent trailers have not done that well at all. Terminator Genesis spoils way too much. Jurassic World, I think Jurassic World pretty much leaked how the epic dinosaur is going to look, and I did not want them to do that. I wanted them to wait, till the movie actually hits the theaters to actually show that, and they didn't do it at all. So, that sucks. But I really like the fact that, this trailer did not ruin anything at all. I like that it was completely suspenseful, and I don't want to ruin that trend. But I do have to say a little bit about the plot, and it's that this movie isn't so much about the actual Tomorrowland and being in Tomorrowland as it is sort of getting to Tomorrowland. And it's a vague explanation, don't worry. It's not too detailed what I'm going to say, but it's like it doesn't really go in depths of why the story needs to go there. There's not a huge necessary reason that we find out, at least in the beginning, or even while we're going there. And that's where I think this movie let me down a bit. Sure, the actual getting to Tomorrowland, it's decent. There are good scenes, and Tomorrowland itself is fantastic. It's a great spectacle. It's a CGI wonder piece, actually. But the characters have their own personalities and all. But I never really felt tied down to the plot. That even isn't my biggest problem with the movie. About 85% of the way into the movie flips itself and becomes, well, meh. The plot starts to show holes, things go unexplained or uncorrected, and the last 20 minutes honestly become, more like the last 30 minutes probably, become really cliche. There's a lot of very vague character development. Some of the new quote-unquote bad guys appear, and, it's really just not done well. I think that there's two possible ways to fix this. I think that the movie was either longer, which I think it easily could have been. It was like a 2 hour 10-minute runtime. I think if it went to 2 hour and a half, I think it would be better. Everything would be much better to sort of get more character development and stuff like that in. Or they cut several things out of the first and second acts if they wanted to keep the running time the same and put more into expanding the third act, because honestly the third act just seems so rushed and it's just so in your face, and I'm just like, wait, what happened? Because honestly, the whole movie is basically about getting to Tomorrowland, and then they finally show the ending, and then you're like, wait, what's going on? Wait, hold on, what's this guy coming from? And it's just honestly, it's very cluttered, and I don't think it's done well at all. This movie did drown itself near the end, I have to say, but overall I thought it was an enjoyable movie that shows off many of the things that make summer movies great. In the end, guys, if you haven't seen Furious 7 or Avengers Age of Ultron yet, go see those movies first. I'm gonna be for real. Avengers, go see it right now, because that movie is fantastic. It's Avengers. It's going to be fantastic. But if you have time after, go see Tomorrowland. It's a good movie. It's for sure not the best summer movie this year. It's not even close to being the best movie this year. But it is a very good movie still. It's really big on this whole Disney side. I think it really expresses one of Disney's greatest talents, which is to appeal to everyone pretty much. It's a summer movie that has special effects, relatable characters, yada yada yada, something that pretty much everyone can go in and enjoy. So I think that part it does very well. Anyway, after you see Furious 7 and Avengers, go see Tomorrowland. That's been my review for this movie. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to subscribe to all three of my channels to give me YouTube money. See you guys later. Bye.